flares and explosions lit up the sky over Gaza on Tuesday as Israeli forces continued their bombardment of the enclave. Israel has dropped thousands of tons of munitions over the past 10 days, leaving the narrow Mediterranean Strip in ruins and killing nearly 20,000, many under collapsed buildings, Gazan officials say. Another 50,000 are injured, with almost no healthcare facilities working. As clashes between Israel and Lebanon's militant Hezbollah group escalate along the Israel-Lebanon border, VOA visited a handful of residents defending an evacuated kibbutz just 2 kilometers inside Israel. Henry Wilkins reports.
Residents say Kfar Galadi, an Israeli kibbutz 2 kilometers from the Lebanon border, was evacuated the week after the October 7 Hamas terror attack that killed 1,200 people and resulted in some 240 hostages. A handful of residents have stayed behind to defend Kfar Galadi. Nissan Zivi is one of them.
Me and my dog, and we are part of the emergency task force that stay here to protect the kibbutz.
Zivi says he waits with other residents for a conflict they feel is inevitable. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Kfar Galadi, Israel.
The U.S. Senate will not vote on a package to provide more aid to Ukraine and bolster U.S. border security before early next year, as Democratic and Republican Party negotiators continue their work, chamber leaders said on Tuesday. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer told reporters the goal is to get something done as soon as lawmakers get back from the holidays in January. The chamber's number 2 Republican, John Thune, also said a deal would not be reached before January. This is VOA News. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Tuesday the military had proposed mobilizing 450,000 to 500,000 more Ukrainians into the armed forces in what would mark a dramatic step up of Kyiv's war with Russia. The Ukrainian leader told his end-of-year news conference it was a highly sensitive issue that the military and government were discussing before sending to Parliament. Ukraine, which initially saw tens of thousands of volunteer fighters queuing up to defend their country from Russia's invasion, is now trying to draft more men to replace those currently at the front. COVID-19 vaccine maker BioNTech aims to start production at its mRNA vaccine factory site in Rwanda in 2025. Reuters correspondent Alice Rizzo has more.
It will be the first foreign company mRNA vaccine manufacturing site on the continent. Ugur Sain, BioNTech co-founder and chief executive officer.
Africa will have one of the most advanced manufacturing facilities in the world. These bioantennas will be able to manufacture any kind of mRNA vaccines.
The company said in a statement it had fully funded the facility, committing a total of $150 million. The company also said that the initial vaccine factory could become part of a wider supply network spanning several African nations, including Senegal and South Africa.
Reuters correspondent Alice Rizzo. The U.S. Supreme Court's first female justice is being remembered at her funeral as an American trailblazer, AP correspondent Sagar Magani reports.
At Washington National Cathedral, the Reverend Randy Hollerith.
We say goodbye today to a remarkable human being.
And President Biden.
Sandra Day O'Connor, an American pioneer.
Whom he says empowered generations of women.
And prove that a woman can not only do anything a man can do, but many times do it a heck of a lot better.
She was so successful that the barriers she broke down are almost unthinkable today.
Chief Justice John Roberts, Sagar Magani, Washington.
Former Haitian Senator John Joel Joseph was on Tuesday sentenced in a Miami court to life in prison over his role in the July 2021 assassination of Haiti's last president, Jovenel Moïse. The nighttime killing of Moïse in his Port-au-Prince residence created a destabilizing power vacuum, which violent armed gangs exploited to expand their control over the island nation, driving a catastrophic humanitarian crisis. The former senator became the third of 11 defendants to plead guilty in the case.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.